Imagine opening an old drawer, a forgotten piggy bank, a dusty jar of coins left behind by a parent or grandparent, and inside it, you see a quarter dated 1944. At first, it's nothing special, just an old Washington quarter from World War II era. But what if I told you that a single 1944 quarter could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars? And in extremely rare cases, depending on minting errors, condition, and silver weight, the right 1944 Washington quarter could be auctioned for life-changing money, even into the millions if the variety is one-of-a-kind and museum-grade. Yes, a coin worth 25 cents might be your lottery ticket hiding in plain sight. Stay with me until the end, because this video/article is going to show you exactly which 1944 quarters are rare, which can make you rich, how to identify them, and what makes this coin so valuable in the history of the United States Mint. To understand why the 1944 quarter is collectible, and why some specimens are incredibly valuable, we must look at the time it was minted. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. It became so popular that it continued permanently. From 1932 until 1964, quarters were struck in 90% silver and 10% copper. This means every 1944 Washington quarter contains real silver, giving it built-in value from the metal alone. But there's more. 1944 was right in the middle of World War II. Millions of American soldiers were overseas. The U.S. Mint was racing to produce coinage for a wartime economy. And during high-pressure production, mistakes happened. And those mistakes are the reason some 1944 quarters are now worth a fortune. There are 3 mint variations of the 1944 quarter. Mint location: mint mark, estimated mintage Philadelphia, no mint mark. None, large mintage Denver, Colorado, moderate mintage San Francisco, California, lower mintage. To find the mint mark, backhand index pointing right, look on the reverse, back, under the eagle, above the R in quarter. Example, D equals Denver, S equals San Francisco, blank equals Philadelphia. The San Francisco 1944 S is generally the hardest to find in high-grade condition. But the most valuable 1944 quarters are not just from mint marks. They come from rare errors and high-grade survivors. That let's break down the value ranges so viewers can understand exactly where the big money is. Small blue diamond, even without collector demand. Because of their silver content, most 1944 quarters are worth, backhand index pointing right, $4 to $12, depending on where. So even the most common ones are worth more than face value. This is where values jump. Great potential value: MS $60.35, $55, MS $63.60, $150, MS $65.250, $650, MS $67.200, $8,000 plus, depending on strike quality. A perfectly preserved high-grade MS 68 specimen can sell for $10,000 to $30,000 or more. Yes, dramatic value just from condition alone. This is where collectors and investors go crazy, and where the price jumps into the thousands and beyond. Error type: potential value double die obverse, DDO, $1, $500, $15, 000 plus double. Die reverse, DDR, $1, $200, $14, 000 plus off center strike, $800, $10, 500 plus broad strike, $1, 000, $9, 000 plus clip planchet, $600, $7, 000 plus die break / cud, error, $900, $12, 500 plus wrong planchet, error, $15, 000, $100,000 plus, depending on metal, experimental planchet, extreme rarity, hundreds of thousands, possibly millions. Yes, you read that right. The wrong planchet or experimental planchet errors are the true monsters that can reach 6-figure and even 7-figure value if a unique, historically proven example is found. Example possibilities: a 1944 quarter struck on a silver half-dollar planchet, a 1944 quarter struck on a foreign coin planchet, a 1944 quarter struck on leftover steel or wartime metal blanks. These are the golden ticket coins that can go to large-scale auctions and make collectors lose their minds. Here is a step-by-step inspection checklist for your viewers. Cleaning destroys value. Blank equals Philadelphia, D equals Denver, S equals San Francisco. Does it look crisp, sharp, shiny, uncirculated? High grade equals high value. Use a magnifying glass or phone macro lens and check. Look for doubling on letters: Liberty, Indiana God we trust. United States of America. Look for off-center strike. Look for odd shape, slash no rim, broad strike. Look for lamination or chip of metal missing, clip planchet. Look for bubble or crack patterns, die break. Look for color differences, possible wrong planchet. A standard 1944 quarter should weigh 6.25 grams, silver content. Anything significantly different could indicate a high value. Planchet error. Coins graded by a reputable company like pennies to sell for much higher prices than raw coins. It is a World War II era coin, giving it historical significance. It is 90% silver, adding intrinsic value. It has multiplicity of rare errors and mint strike quality differences. It is old enough to be rare, but young enough that many remain undiscovered. It has huge upside potential in the coin market as premiums continue to rise. People don't just collect it, they hunt for it. These examples show just how incredible values can get. Small blue diamond, a 1944 Washington quarter, graded MS 67, with perfect strike, sold for nearly $20,000. Small blue diamond, a 1944 quarter double die obverse, certified, sold for over $12,000. Small blue diamond, a dramatic off-center 1944 quarter, was purchased by a private collector for more than $8,500. Small blue diamond, a 1944 Washington quarter, struck on a wrong planchet intended for foreign coinage, sold at auction for over $100,000. Real people turn pocket change into unbelievable money. If you own a 1944 quarter, here's what to remember. Type potential worth: common circulated $4, $12 mint state, hundreds to thousands high grade, MS 67 plus, thousands to tens of thousands error, varieties thousands to hundreds of thousands experimental / unique planchet, possibly millions. So yes, one old quarter from 1944 can truly change your life. If you enjoyed this video / article, like, subscribe, and comment. Tell us if you have a 1944 quarter, and if you want help identifying it, drop a picture in the comments. You might be holding a coin worth hundreds, thousands, or something so rare that collectors fight over it. Because sometimes, the greatest treasure isn't buried underground. It's sitting right inside your pocket. If you'd like, I can also create Small blue diamond, a full video script with scene instructions. Small blue diamond, a thumbnail title list. Small blue diamond, a short YouTube description and tags for SC. Just tell me, do you want the long video script with pauses and camera cues?